Hello guys, my name is TimGot, and today I'll be showing you guys a little gameplay of the mouse. Well, little, not so much. The mouse is one of the biggest tanks in the game, and this tank is not my favorite. I'm gonna be honest about that. It's actually not even in my garage anymore. I actually have rage sold this tank because the tank was just not feeling good in my hands. I'm sure there are people out there that do enjoy this tank for what it is, but in my opinion, it is just a slow tank with no DPM and no mobility. But I get the no mobility part, but why does this tank not have a good gun or good DPM? The gun is okay, the penetration is okay, the damage output is okay, but it would have been nice if this gun actually had a good DPM, or if you had an option between which gun you wanted. Maybe like a gun that has less damage but more DPM, you know, that would have been great. I would have been really a fan of that, because I do not really like this tank because of the gun. And like the armor is okay, you know, the armor is there, but when people spam gold at you, the armor does not matter anymore, because when people spam gold, even at your strongest armor tank, they will go through you. Even if you angle, even if you side skip, even if you play your tank correctly, you will still get focused down and completely destroyed. And also, don't forget about the arties. If there's arties in the matchup, believe me, if there was arties in this match on Arctic region, I would not have pushed this side, because if I push this side, I'm the #1 focus for arty, and arty will only go for me until I'm dead. And yeah, that's pretty much the biggest reasons why I actually have sold this tank, and I don't really own the mouse anymore. And I'm not thinking about anytime soon buying the mouse back, because the mouse is just not for me. Also guys, please leave some comments down below what your opinion is about the mouse. Do you think the mouse is a good thing? Do you think the mouse needs nerfing? Well, nerfing not really, but buffing. Do you think the mouse actually needs buffing? Because in my opinion, I think it does. Just a little bit DPM buff maybe. You know, maybe a little bit armor on the cheeks would have been nice as well, because this tank has armor, yes, but people can just spam through you with gold on your cheeks. Even I can pen the mouse with 246 penetration in the cheeks. 246. That is pathetic. Like, I don't know. There needs to be something happening with the mouse, like, or even more armor on the cheeks. You know, make it OP as the VK4502B, because that tank is OP as hell. I think the VK4502B has a better chance of bouncing stuff than this tank. Or you can buff the DPM. You know, DPM buff would be nice on this tank. I would be really happy about it. So, you know, I could live with that. But at the moment, the mouse is just not a competitive tank compared to every other tank out there, because IS-7 is also an old tank. But the IS-7 is competitive because it has amazing turret armor and amazing hull armor. The only bad part about the IS-7 is the lower plate, and that's kind of it. And also the gun on the IS-7 is freaking epic. So I don't understand why this tank is not getting any buffs or anything, because this tank should have a buff in some kind of way. So, as you guys can see, I am playing on Arctic region. I already said that, but just confirming it again. And yeah, at the moment I can't really do too much. I don't want to push completely over because there's a waffle truck up there, so I can't really do much against him. That's why I'm sniping at the moment. And yeah, sorry about that rant about the mouse, but as you guys see, I don't like the mouse for what's so bad. And I actually have rage sold some other tanks as well, like the Yak-Panzer E100 and the Waffle Truck E100, but there's a completely different story behind that, and not gonna start anytime soon. Next time, if I have actually a replay of the Waffle Truck or the Yak-Panzer E100, remember guys, you can send your own replays to me, and I can use them for subscriber replays. So if you do have a Waffle Truck replay or a Yak-Panzer replay, I will also tell you the story on why I actually sold those things. So yeah, there's an email down below guys in the description below. You can actually go down there, and if you have a Waffle Truck or E100 replay or a Yak-Panzer E100 replay, you can always send that to me. So, at the moment with the mouse, I am not really doing too much. I don't want to push in because I don't trust this at all, because one Waffle Truck is down here, and then two clipping tanks are just sitting in G G4 and G3, and I don't really want to go against those guys because those guys will completely destroy me if they get me caught off guard or in my side, and they will break my day pretty much, and I don't want that. That's why I'm slowly pushing up. I am getting shot by the Waffle Truck or the GT7. I got tracked by the Waffle Truck, so I know he's aiming my way. I can't really see him in return because he's behind bushes, so I can't really do much about that. So I'm slowly pushing up. Slowly but surely, I am pushing up with my tank. And as I said before, guys, the mouse is a very, very slow tank. Very, very slow tank. And yeah, sadly, we missed that shot on the Waffle Truck. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess my shot went and hit the ground there. Just unlucky shot. Can't do much about that. And second try goes into his gun mantle because reasons, you know, reasons. Waffle Trager F Panzer IV is still trying to hit us with his gold now, but his gold is also not going through us because even if you fire gold, you cannot go through the gun mantle of the mouse. That's kind of stupid, you know. Like if you have gold loaded in the Waffle Trager F Panzer IV, go for the cheeks because the cheeks are easy pens. Don't go for the gun mantle. The gun mantle is a terrible, terrible choice. So. At the moment, again, I'm not playing too aggressive because I don't want to play too aggressive because if I do play too aggressive, I will get focused out. There you go, I spawned D7, shoot him in the sides, 557 damage, really, really good roll. But, like, you can have some awesome use in this thing, that is correct, but it just, I don't have much of those games where I have no arty whatsoever, or I even get this kind of maps. Like, usually I get maps that are just completely open, like Malinovka or Prohorovka, and those maps, as you guys know, are terrible with the mouse, or pretty much any other tank that has a lot of armor and is slow as hell. And especially with the mouse, Prohorovka or Malinovka is just sad and just terrible to play on. At the moment, I'm trying to get the Waffle Truck kill. Again, third shot on him. I miss because I am just amazing. E69 is spamming his gold at me, no luck for him. Waffle Truck F Panzer IV bounced me. You can bounce a lot of shots with this tank, but you know it's still, in my opinion, not worth playing because you can play the IS-7, you can bounce a lot of shots, but you can also return a lot of damage in return because you have good DPM and you have good accuracy as well. Well, not really good accuracy, but it's doable, you know. Russian accuracy, guys, you guys know how Russian accuracy works. It's on paper it's shit, but on practice it's always good somehow. I don't know how that works, but it's Russian tanks. Russian tanks are OP, you know, for a reason. So, Waffle Trager F Panzer IV, I'm trying to get a shot upon him, but again, I'm a slow mouse, so I'm going slowly up the hill. Finally, a shot on his ass. 4.9k damage so far. 5k damage pretty much. I'm really happy about my score here, and now the Waffle Truck F Panzer IV is a one-shot, so I'm trying to get a shot upon him. My armor is angled, so you're gonna go through me here, and that is game over for that guy. 5 kills, pretty awesome game. Not with an awesome tank, at least not in my opinion. But yeah, let's take a look at the after battle reports. So here are the after battle reports. You can see I got East Anchor, Steel Wall, and High Caliber. Didn't play too bad, as you can see. I did 6.2k damage, so some of my random shots worked out, and I blocked 4.6k damage by my armor. So I guess the mouse is only good for one thing, and that's doing the missions for the T-55A or the Objects 260, because some missions require you to like block, well, not block, but do block and receive 14k damage or 12k damage. So in that kind of way the mouse is good for those kind of missions, but just for having fun I would not go for the mouse, because yes, there are city maps out there, Angst, Hemelsdorf, what else do you have? Well, I only remember 2 maps, but there are a lot of maps out there that are city, but there are also a lot of maps that are open, like Malinovka, Pokrovka, and stuff like that. And when you get on this kind of maps, the mouse is completely useless. So you can't really do anything with your mouse there, and especially if it's open, and if there's arty, you're the #1 focus. And it is a really terrible experience when you play a mouse in an open map with 5 arties. Believe me, it's the worst experience ever, in my opinion at least. So, I actually made a profit of 60k credits right there. And yeah, the game was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that game. You know, you can have those games with the mouse that you can actually enjoy, but there are not much of them that you can enjoy, because in pretty much every game in World of Tanks, you will have 1 or 2 arties. Out of your 80% of your games, you will have 1 or 2 arties. I'm sure about that. Of course, in some games, you will have no arty whatsoever. And believe me, those games are awesome in the mouse. They are awesome because you can actually be aggressive and side scrape and not care about somebody shooting you from above, you know? But when there's arty, your #1 priority, and it is just not fun at all playing the mouse. So I'm just gonna say this real fast. In my opinion, don't ever go for the mouse. Just don't. It's a waste of your time. My first time that when I started up the game, and I looked at the tech tree when I was like 13 years old, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the mouse. The mouse is so big, and it has so much armor and weighs so much. So I'm gonna perform well in that. That was like my way of thought back then. But believe me, the mouse is not as the way you think it's gonna be like. It's a good tank in some maps, but most of the maps, the tank is just not good at all. You know, if you want a good tank that can bounce shots, return shots, and be good on pretty much every map, I would suggest you guys going for the IS-7, because the IS-7 is a really good option. But yeah, that was the gameplay of the mouse. If you guys did enjoy this gameplay, you can always leave a like, subscribe, and comment. But as you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.